I hope you're having a tremendous day. Now let's get into it. The Urban Paraphrase.
John chapter 12. 6 days before the Passover holiday, Jesus went back to Bethany. Bethany was the hometown of his boy Lazarus, the one he brought back from the dead. So when he got there, they had a little get-together. Lazarus was one of the ones kicking back at the dinner table with Jesus. And the big sis Martha was taking care of everybody. Y'all need something? Nah, we good.
Thank you. All right.
The other sister, Mary, went and grabbed a pound of expensive smell goods and started rubbing it all over Jesus' feet. Then she took her hair and dried his feet off. Shoot, Mary had that whole crib smelling good. Then Judas, one of Jesus' students, the one who was about to stab him in the back, was like, "Yo, we could have just sold this perfume. This the good stuff. Man, we could have made a grip. That's like 300 denarii easy. And then we could have gave it to the poor people." He was straight capping though. He ain't cared nothing about no poor people. That boy was a thief, just looking for the next big money grab. On the cool, he was in charge of the offering baskets and would help himself to some of the donations all the time. Jesus was like, "Hey, chill out and leave Mary alone. Quiet as kept, she been holding on to this perfume for my funeral. No shade, but poor people gonna always be out here. But y'all ain't gonna always have me out here." Then the word got back to some Jewish people that Jesus was out there in Bethany kicking it. So they made their way out there, not just to see Jesus, but to see Lazarus too, the dude he brought back from the dead. And that's when the high-ranking church leaders decided they need to smoke Lazarus too. Cause low-key, he was one of the main reasons they started leaving them and believing Jesus. The next day, a crowd of people who was in Jerusalem for the holiday heard Jesus was on his way back. So they went and grabbed some palm branches. Then they went and met him in the street. They just kept on screaming over and over, "Please rescue us. Please rescue us. The one coming out here repping the boss is all that in a big old bag of chips and the Jewish people's king. Please rescue us. Please rescue us." Then Jesus found a little donkey and sat on top of it, just like the OGs wrote about back in the Gap when they was like, "You ain't gotta be scared no more, baby girl," aka Jerusalem. Cause check it out, your king coming out there on a young donkey. At first, none of his students really understood what was happening. But after his glow up, they remembered what the OGs wrote back in the Gap and how the people's response made perfect sense. Meanwhile, all the people who was out there with Jesus when he brought Lazarus back from the dead was still reporting on what they saw with their own two eyes. Low-key, that was one of the reasons the crowd of people met Jesus out in the street with the palm branches, because they had heard about how he brought Lazarus back. Then the frat boys were like, "See? We still ain't done nothing significant to rain on dude's parade. Look at him. Everybody's trying to follow him now. He's living it up." Verse 20. There were some non-Jewish people out there in the crowd too. They was there for the holidays to celebrate and show love. Then they made their way to Philip, one of Jesus' students from Bethsaida of Galilee. And they was like, "Sir Philip, is it cool if we see Jesus for a minute?" "I don't know, let me check right quick." So Philip went and told Andrew what they wanted. And then Andrew and Philip went and told Jesus what they wanted. But Jesus was like, "It ain't quite time for the Son of Man to be spotlighted like that." Real talk, if a single grain of wheat don't fall to the ground and die, it's gonna always be what? A single grain of wheat. But now, if it does fall to the ground and die, it's gonna produce more fruit and more grain as a result of it dying. Matter of fact, the people out here who love life is gonna lose it. But the ones out here who can't stand it is gonna have unending life, period. The one who working for me gotta follow me like white on rice. Wherever I go, they go. Wherever I am, they are. My daddy cut for the people who work for me for real. Right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little agitated, a little disturbed, even a little concerned. But what y'all think I'm about to say? Daddy, I know it's about that time to risk it all, but come rescue me? Nah, it ain't happening. That's the whole reason I'm here. It's go time. Daddy, do your thing. Put the spotlight on your name. Then a voice came from the sky and was like, absolutely. I spotlighted it before, and I'm about to do it again. The people standing around heard the voice, but they just thought it was thundering or something. Some of the people thought it was an angel talking to Jesus. But Jesus was like, on the cool, the voice y'all just heard was for y'all. It wasn't for me. And the final verdicts is being dealt out. And the so-called head honchos out here about to be sent packing. But as for me, if I'm raised up out of the earth, I'ma attract people to me. He was low-key talking about the way he was about to die. The people from the crowd was like, we know for a fact that the OG journals say God's chosen one is gonna always be here. So why you out here talking about the Son of Man gonna be raised up? What Son of Man you talking about? Then Jesus was like, y'all gonna only have this light with y'all for a little bit longer. Live in it while you can, so darkness don't grab y'all and turn y'all out. The ones who living in darkness all willy-nilly ain't got a clue where they going. But while y'all got all this light, y'all need to believe in it so y'all can be children of the light. After that, Jesus went off the grid. I'm out. Verse 37. Even though Jesus did all kinds of crazy miracles and unexplainable stuff, people still didn't believe in him. What the OG Isaiah said back in the gap fit this moment to a T. He was like, boss, on the cool, who out here legit believe what we talking about? And who out here can really see how strong and powerful the boss really is? It's cause the boss done blinded them and made them hard-headed. So now they can't see nothing. They ain't got a clue about what's going on. Low-key sad. But if they switch up and do a 180, I got them. I'm gonna make them well. Yeah, the OG Isaiah was on point with that one. That's why they couldn't bring themselves to believe in Jesus. The OG said all that because he saw Boss Man Spotlight way back then and reported on it. But anyway, there was a whole bunch of people who did believe in Jesus, including some of the high-ranking church leaders. But they had to keep it on the hush because them frat boys was out there wilding, and they didn't want to get kicked out the church. Just keeping it real, they cared more about getting props from people than getting props from God. Verse 44. Then Jesus in a loud voice was like, the people who believe in me don't really believe in me, but they believe in the one who sent me. And the people out here looking at me, they ain't really looking at me. They're looking at the one I came from. I came out here like a light, so the people who believe me wouldn't have to keep living in the dark. And the people who hear the words come out my mouth, but ain't about their life, hey, I ain't tripping. I ain't out here handing out final verdicts to everybody. I'm out here to rescue everybody. But don't trip. When it's all said and done, though, the people out here who blowing me off is gonna be judged by what I said, the very stuff they didn't do. Cause I ain't out here just blowing smoke. Nah, my daddy the one telling me what to speak on. And I know for a fact that unending life is the end result of his instructions. So let's be clear, the stuff I'm out here talking about, Daddy told me to say it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with the latest devotional content.